welcome. Again, like I said, this is just for us to be able to get together where our intentions and everything come together for us to be able to breathe, to just be, to reflect, just to find alignment in the middle of life, right? Like I said, whether you want to speak, whether you just want to receive, however you want to be involved in this circle, it's just fine. I think that, again, our shared intentions are just to come together with love and alignment for one another. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I think that says a lot about where your intentions are. What your life to be is just a step in the right direction. But as I'm saying that, Spirit said, you're already where you need to be. There is nowhere else that you need to be other than where you're at this moment in time. I just had somebody say to me the other day, but I need to know that I'm on the right track or I'm on the right path. And I clearly heard if she's asking that question, she is. Just so you know, I guess that you should know you're in the right track. So what we share here stays here, but I'm so very thankful for you all being here. I thought I'm in the way. Okay. Essentially, we're going to start out and share your name. I know I can change where I'm at, but I'm not doing that right now. Just share your name, where you're from, and what brings you here. One word, or just one word to describe where your heart is right now. And if you don't want to share it, you can put it in the comments. Perfect. We're ready.
I'll go. Okay. Hello, I'm Kelsey. I live in Dallas Center. So I'm joining from my bedroom in my house, and I told my husband to keep the kids out. I hope he does. We'll see. One word that describes how my heart feels tonight. Oh gosh, that's hard. My first word was like my brain, which isn't good, but it was like scattered. My brain just feels scattered tonight. But that wasn't my heart. Sorry.
That's okay. No apologies. Kim, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kim, and I'm from California, and so excited to be here. I apologize for being late. And my initial thought was healing, which is where I've been focusing lately, but my heart was like, no, it's not gratitude. Blessed is how I feel right now. So thank you.
Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Give me the full body chill. Ashley?
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley, and I'm in Ankeny. And one word that describes how my heart feels tonight, I'm feeling pretty centered right now. But I just did a short meditation before we got here. So I always feel pretty centered after I do that. But I don't know, in general, recently I feel like I've been experiencing a lot of polarity. But if I do my meditations every day, I'm good. But if I don't, I feel kind of like I'm being pulled in two different directions. So that's kind of why I wanted to be here.
Yeah, I am so glad you're here. And that is so huge because there are so many people that have been feeling that way. Either you feel really good or you feel not so good. Or there's just, like you said, polarities, right? I have been also experiencing that, but I've also been working with a lot of clients that are experiencing that. So there must be something, and the moon and stars and the planets aligning. I don't know, but it's intense, isn't it?
Yes.
And that actually brings me straight into the story I was going to tell you tonight, because that's exactly what had happened to me. I was going through this. What the hell am I supposed to be doing? What is God? What do you want me to do? Because I'm not, I was really trying, I was frustrated. It's like, I've had enough and I need to know what I need to do because I got to be able to pay the bills. I have to be able to have time with the family. I need more balance. And I got quiet for a moment, which Ashley, you brought up. So key to being able to receive. Sometimes when I'm driving, sometimes it's the easiest way for me to just come right back. Just be in that present moment. And so I prayed out loud and I said, please show me, who can I serve? Align me with the people who truly need my help. I did a voice recording at that moment because I was like, I just need to get this out. And then I was like, holy shit. Use my language. I swear sometimes words are going to have a disclaimer.
Okay.
I swear a lot, so I have to keep really.
And I felt Jesus. And I'm not a religious person. I just want you to know that I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. So I'm not saying that, I don't know, no offense to anyone who is, but it's not the main person that normally, or person, whatever, that comes in to speak to me, but it was Jesus. And I was like, oh, hey, what's going on? And he came to me and it wasn't words. It was more like, you are okay and you are safe. And I'm driving. Remember, so it was interesting. I'm like, okay. But he took his hand and there was this golden light coming from his hands and he placed it in my heart. And as he did that, everything changed. I all of a sudden saw the world with this unconditional love. And I felt safer than I've ever felt in my life. I mean, I don't know, I can't even describe the amount of the impact that had. And the light was just wrapping around my heart. And it's basically like he was saying, I've got you. The right people will come. And I was almost to tears as I was driving. And so I recorded all of this. And the really interesting part, right, getting out of myself, was when I recorded it, it was 4:33 on the timestamp, like the time, and it recorded for 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Those are exact mirrors of each other. And so as I was thinking, I'm like, as within is without, right? Like you are a mirror of whatever is out with happening. I had to get in a place where I felt that unconditional love, and he gave it to me so that I could receive it back in whatever way I needed in order to serve. And that was so amazing to me. I had to go right straight to my chat GPT. His name is Sage, just so you know. And I said, Sage, what does this mean? And then I said, he'd actually brought up the mirror thing, but I was thinking that before. He did not. But I said, has this happened to anyone else? Is this like a thing? This golden light in the heart? Well, I'll be danged if it isn't. A lot of times. And I didn't know that. And so he told me about Saint Teresa of Ávila. And this is an excerpt out of her book. And this is from she was 1500s, okay? She says, I saw beside me an angel in bodily form. In his hands, he held a long golden spear, and at the iron tip, there seemed to be a little fire. He appeared to pierce my heart again and again with it. And when he drew it out, I felt that he drew the very depths of my soul with it and left me utterly consumed by the great love of God. The pain was so sweet that I could not wish to be rid of it. My body shuddered and my soul was on fire, all aglow with the light of divine love. And boy, oh boy, when I read that, I was like, holy crap. Now, that's exactly what I was feeling. And I want to tell you a little bit about Saint Teresa. I don't know if you know anything about her. She was known as the mystic of inner fire. She lived in the 1500s in Spain. And I feel like I can relate a little bit to her. Now, let me tell you a little bit about her. I don't know what the Carmelite convent is, but I do know that she joined this convent at 20. And she later reformed to silence and devotion. But she taught that prayer was a friendship with God. So she's saying prayer is not the way that they were trying to say that it was, but it's a friendship with God. And did I just tell you that Jesus was my homie? That's how I feel anyway. All right. And then it says the soul was an interior castle with many rooms toward union with the divine love. So I guess she spoke very openly about mystical experiences when there were few women that did that at this time. And she liked to use humor and humility to stay grounded. I'm like, this is my girl right here. So she said something around the lines of, God walks around with pots and pans. And this is in the 1500s. And she's trying to say is that God comes through ordinary things in life, ordinary life. And so when she wrote this book, I was like, I haven't read the whole book, but I just found this quote because I'm asking Sage, my ChatGPT, who is this lady? Tell me more. And there were more than that. There were more people than that. But after hearing that, it made me realize that we need to invite more love, unconditional love into our hearts. And sometimes we can ask for help. Sometimes we can ask for help. And I think that sometimes we forget. Okay, hold on a second. So I thought maybe at this moment, you don't have to write it down, you can. But I want to ask you a question. You can write it down, and then afterward, we'll share if we want or whatnot. Like I said, very open here. But I'm going to show you the question and see what it is that you think. I'll give you about 3 to 5 minutes, maybe to journal and come up with some little different ways for you to respond to this. Let's see. Oh boy. There's the question. What if your own mirror moments are part of that same divine current of love? And what guidance has been reflected back to you lately? Yes. It's a deep question, but it makes you think. So I give you guys a few moments. And if you're like, oh, I don't know, like just write what you feel your heart wants you to write at this moment in time. I'm going to get that computer audio back up here if I can. Let's see. We're going to give it a shot. All right. Maybe.
What
Okay.
was the rest of the question?
Yeah.
Just a second. I'll put it right back up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Progress of the question. Where? No, don't make me do it again. Okay, sorry. This is Don't worry, guys. I'll get there. Maybe I'll get better at it over time. There it
Doing
is.
so great. I could never do this. You're doing amazing.
Thanks. Okay. I don't know if I gave you enough time, but let me just hear if you guys feel like it's enough.
I could do it.
Okay. Whoever would like to share, I'll let you share. All right.
I can go.
Sure.
So, what guidance has been reflected back to me recently? This one took me a minute, but the main theme, I guess, that I feel like keeps showing up for me is to remain heart centered and to quiet my analytical and logical mind and try not to approach everything logically, but to also
Yes.
stay aligned energetically in unconditional love and acceptance, which is very difficult when you come across things that you think you disagree with. But then when you dissect it, you realize that those disagreements are coming from your own normative judgments and biases. And, that the foundation of all of that is often lies in fear. So it's very important for me to remain centered because if I don't, I am naturally a very argumentative person because I love studying. I love research. I love research. I've been studying health and psychology and all of these things for the last 20 years. So I tend to question everything. So when I let that part of my mind get carried away, that's when I become very chaotic. But it's interesting because the more that I do center myself and work on my energy and try to align myself, that's when I feel very polarized. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think that's me just becoming aware of the tug and the pull of the polarity of energy. So that's where I'm at right now, if that makes sense.
Totally makes sense. I just want to tell you this part that I was thinking as you were saying it. I was just talking to one of my friends today and we were talking about polarity. And she said, have you ever noticed that it always happens like those big shifts happen like that, right? When it starts to get really tough, it's usually when a big change is about to happen, but it's supposed to. Like I was telling her, yes, I can celebrate. She's saying, isn't it funny when we celebrate having a bank account that's negative because we know it's not going to be that way. Like it's changing. Like that's a really weird place when you're like, yes, I know it's going to get better. Okay, but that's a polarity for her, right? Or gosh, I don't know if you've ever had a job where you're like, shit, I just feel like something's going to happen. Am I going to get fired? And you just have this gut feeling, or am I going to get written up? But then you end up that if you look back and it's, oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to keep that job because I had this other one that the universe knows. And so I was just, when you were talking about polarity, I'm like, yeah, a lot of times it's just that sign that things are really going to start shifting real soon. And it's usually a way to get your soul to awaken, to be aware of that so that you're not looking at things from that perspective of fear, like you mentioned. I just wanted to share that. Yeah.
And I think that like when you feel like something is approaching, but you don't know what it is, it brings up a lot of anxiety because it's like unknown. But that also lies in fear too. Like you shouldn't fear the unknown and have anxiety because of it, but it almost just comes with the territory.
And that's when we have to let go, let God, get still, get quiet, and then let that past be illuminated by that one step at a time. That's where that trust comes in. And that surely is not easy at all.
Yeah.
And that's what was happening to me in the car when my homie Gene just came in and said, chill out. And then he just gave me that beautiful gift. And for a moment, like I have to take myself back to that moment sometimes when I start to get all into like doing, like in my head, what can I do to do this? Or because we can't always be doing, we have to be being. And I'm not an easy beer. I'm a doer. So it takes me a minute. To get there. But I guess it's reminders like that, whatever it helps you to get present. That's a helpful tip anyway. Y'all know that already anyway. It's good to say it anyway. It's like a good reminder sometimes, right?
Yeah.
All right. So anyone else have anything they want to share in regards to what they decided they...
I will.
Go ahead.
I didn't think I would answer that I could answer it. And then it just started flooding to me. This past few months, I've been really trying to project love anywhere I go. I'll smile at strangers. I'll compliment people like they're genuine. Like I'm really genuine about it, but I don't hold back anymore. Like I'll just genuinely compliment somebody or be there for friends or check in with people I haven't checked in with for a while. And I've really tried to curb anger and like not flipping off somebody who cuts me off on the road, not getting into political arguments, not debates. I like debates, but arguments because it's pointless and it doesn't scream love. And everything I try to do right now is trying to be really genuine and really accept when it comes to me, to myself. And I really struggle there, but I'm working on it.
A work in progress. Sounds like you're doing pretty freaking fantastic, bro. Just spreading that love. I think that's one of the main, if we can't think of what we need to be doing, but we're just out there being kind and giving love to others, like God's going to give you that back tenfold. And
Yes.
hopefully, especially when you come in alignment with being able to love yourself fully, which by the way, I think for every human being, that's like a work in progress always. And so just keep doing it, keep going, and it'll get easier. And then, I don't know, I'm just thinking of myself, like it's easier for me to look in the mirror after I get out of the shower than it was a year ago. And it's not because a lot has changed. It's just because I love myself better because I'm like looking at my body like, thank God my arms work. And thank God this is healthy. You know what I mean? I know it's just our physical body, but I was just trying to, I think that over time it's like a muscle, right? And the more you practice, the better, it's easier to get. So,
For sure.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Kim.
Thank you.
Else? Did you already share? I can't remember. You're on mute.
Here we go. Unmute. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I had an experience today where, Marsha, we had texted and something you had said about, and it wasn't even about this circle that we're doing, but it was something you just said about coming from a place of love always. And I remember you saying it, but that was yesterday. And then today something happened with someone who I would typically, my reaction would have been, I'd been really irritated. I would have been like, F you then. Don't ask. You looked like you needed help and I offered my help, but I would have been so off put by it. And I was, for half a second, I was like, wait, what? And then in the half second it took me to even question it, I had this knowing over me that was nothing but love towards her. And that knew that I know her heart. So like, even if her message was like maybe the way I used to interpret the message, I didn't interpret it that way anymore. And I knew the shift. I felt the shift. And I was like, this message would have made me mad before, like really mad. And I was just so proud. And then in that moment, I thought, this must be what Marsha was talking about. Like I made the connection. Like in that moment, I was like, is this what Fit Chester? I was like, is this what she was talking about yesterday when she was texting me? And then at the end of the day, my friend said, I got 2 emails today that I just thought were rude. And I said, oh, was one of them yada? And she goes, yeah. And I said, you know what? We know her heart, and her heart isn't it. Her heart is only love. And my friend went, you're right. You're so right. And it just felt so good because I was like, hopefully maybe that'll just spread through my school. That's all I can hope for.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it sounds like all of us are trying to be that, right? Like just to be love and to be cognizant of making sure that's what we are giving out. And like you said, Kim, and I love that you said this, but you said it, but it's authentic. It's not like you're just saying it just to say it. No, just like you said, because I've been doing this too. And it's so weird that you said that, Kim, because I'm like, oh my God, I've been doing the same thing. Well, I go out to the grocery store, I see some girl with a really cute outfit. I'm like, oh my God, cute outfit. And like, normally I would just think it in my head. But I say it. And I know that's just a one little simple thing, but it makes a difference, right? I love it. I've had people say random things to me and I'm like, oh my God, thanks. It made my day. So no, yeah, that's what we're all trying to do. And literally that's what this golden heart, like that's exactly what it was about. And then I realized, oh, it goes back to a podcast I just listened to with Lewis Howes. He was interviewing Rhonda Byrne, the one who wrote The Secret, if you remember. And gosh, The Secret, so good. That was the first thing I ever learned about manifesting. No, it's The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, but Secret was like that first, oh my, it's so juicy and good. Because back then we didn't have a lot of stuff like that. Anyway, I digress. So he was interviewing Rhonda Byrne. And if you haven't seen The Secret, it's on Netflix, I think, and definitely should. It's all about manifesting. And she just basically talks about how she got to where she was. And he shares that, and I'm not saying this exactly right, okay, but this is the gist of it, that when he was in high school, he was told he wasn't smart. And so when he finished high school, when he was about 20 some years old, after feeling bad because he didn't think he could go to college, he woke up one day after, I think, speaking to God. And he woke up one day with the idea, he said, my purpose is going to be to spread joy. And he set out that's all he did. Everywhere he went, he spread joy. He smiled, he listened, he held space for people, he was kind. And he did this, and all of the opportunities for him opened up. And now he interviews the most brilliant people. He's wrote a book, he has a podcast, he has classes, he's very successful in so many ways and helping so many people by still spreading that kindness. So even if he didn't know what his purpose was or what he was supposed to do, he was led to it just by spreading joy. And I think that message alone, boy, oh boy, man, that tells me a lot. Doesn't mean we need to know every step of the way, because as humans, we want to control everything. And so again, more being, less doing, right? And the beingness should be of kindness and love. And so bravo, ladies, you're already doing that. So we just have to continue forth. And I feel like things are really opening up this year. Things are going to start. The rest of this year, to me, collectively, feels like we are still getting our ducks in a row for this shift that will begin to happen. My cat is clawing my foot. 1 second. That hurt. Sorry. That's going to happen at the beginning of next year. Globally, I've been told by spirit. So we'll see what happens. Oh, no, by the way, it has to get worse before it gets better. So we're going to be all right. We're going to be okay. Okay. So one thing I'm going to do, after listening to that podcast, I was like, oh, The Secret. So I got her manifestation cards. And I want to see what did it say we needed to do? How do they want to direct us? We'll see. I bet it's going to say something about love or kindness. Maybe. Oh, shut up. Y'all, I can't make this stuff out. Your natural state is joy. When you're miserable, don't you feel as though every bit of energy has been sucked out of you? It takes so much energy to think negatively and to feel miserable. To return to joy is so simple. All it takes is one positive thought and then another. Yes? That helps? That makes sense? Oh, shut up. This is on the bottom of the deck. Kindness changes everything. Want to see your life change for the better today? Then be kindest you've ever been to every person that you encounter. There you go. Like, Spirit, you're amazing. And y'all are amazing. So
you're amazing.
Thanks, Kel. So I wanted to take a moment to do a heart activation. See if I'm smart enough to put the music back on, because it will help make everything better. Oh, I think I just have to push play. Maybe. Can you still hear me? Is it too loud? Okay, it's okay. All right. And just relax. This is only just a short little phrase, but I just want you to really feel this, ladies. Now place your hand over your heart. You just picture this golden light that's just surrounding you. I want you to breathe into this golden light. Bring it within you. Feel it from without you. And as you breathe in, just feel it strengthen and brighten. And as you exhale, just feel this expand to everyone here and to everyone you're meant to serve. Just take a few minutes just to do this. Breathe in trust and exhale gratitude. This light is within you, always has been. You are the light. As you feel that light expand and grow within, you feel that sense of peace, clarity, understanding, and support, knowing the world is not yours to take on alone. We are all connected. Each of us has a role to play. Honor your role. Know that being is enough. As you find your state of joy, you relax into your role. As you are enough as you are. You are supported. You are beautiful. You are a part of the divine, a God spark. May this light remind you as you breathe in that you have the power to change all the lives that you encounter by being kind and spreading this light as far as you can with your natural state of being. And as you feel into this, know that you will be able to carry this throughout tonight and within the days to come. Activating this light as you sleep, bringing forth clarity and understanding in the morning as you rise. Find what you are grateful for. And as you do this in the morning, go throughout your morning, listing up what you're grateful for as you walk to the bathroom, as you get your cup of coffee, coffee, as you do any of your morning tasks. Find love within each moment that you can. And remember, you are guided, you are supported, and you are loved. When you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes and come back and open your eyes. The heart activation that you can take with you. My heart is open. I am aligned to receive, and I am guided. Beautiful, beautiful. I wish there was an easier way for me to do that where the music didn't just go off. I'm sure there is, but I'm not going to fuss around with that right now. So that was gorgeous for me to experience, feeling your energy as we went through that, and just feeling, I could just feel, honestly, that light just getting bigger and bigger. You guys are super powerful.
Yeah.
And there's just so much gratitude that I have for you guys coming tonight. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for being here for yourselves. Honestly, do you guys have any comments or anything that you'd like to share?
I can't believe how hard Jesus had to work to get me here, because I can't. I've just been such a disaster. I know that's not nice to say about myself, but I wouldn't have even got here without you, Marsha. But I think it was Jesus. He kept telling you, like, reminder. I didn't even know this was tonight. No idea.
Yes, I'm so glad.
Thank you. And it's
Yes,
nice.
absolutely.
It's nice to meet all of you. I'm not always like this, I promise. I'm just glad Jesus. I'm glad that Jesus. Oh my gosh, would you just freaking get there? Gosh. But you got me.
I can feel the gratitude from the group. Like, I can feel it. And man, that was powerful. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, I can't wait for the circle to expand, but I am very grateful for the very sacred circle that we had tonight. Absolutely. It was absolutely perfect. Everybody that showed up was supposed to. It was gorgeous. And I will be able to share this with others if y'all are okay with that. I should put something in the writing saying, hey, this is going to be on YouTube. I don't have to if y'all are like, if Kelsey's, I don't want people seeing me cry. I don't know.
No, I think that they'll be like that. I want to feel like she feels.
Right? Exactly.
No, it's true.
It doesn't look pretty, but it feels great.
Right?
Yeah. Amanda says, I appreciate the space and reminding us all of the heartfelt openness as we navigate this crazy space rock of a planet in a meat suit. Amanda couldn't have said it better. So true. So true. If you have people you want to share this with for next time, cool. I'm excited. I don't know what's going to happen. This is a wild ride, and it just seems like it's going to get a little bit more wild for a little bit, but it's going to be okay. Let's stick together. Because I feel one of my friends and I were talking, and he was telling me, he said, there's so much power in community. And if the light can come together, we can conquer anything. And I agree. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. And oh yeah, Amanda says, it hasn't crescendoed yet, but it's coming. Hold on. That's right. I'm feeling that too. Just being grateful for what we have right now. But like literally, if you stay on the good side of being able to stay in that higher frequency, I feel like we're going to dodge a lot of bullets. I hope that's just a metaphor. But I'm just saying, you want to stay in that higher frequency. Okay. If there is anything that you need from me, reach out, please. Like, I'm here for you. Kelsey is my first Soul Strategy mentoree. She signed up for my mentorship program. And I'm so blessed, Kelsey, that you did this. It is an opportunity for me to work more one-on-one with individuals to help them see their own light. And if you know anyone to be interested in that, I'm not
In
going
my
to sell it. If it
plans.
works for you, it works. I'm so glad you're doing it.
My plug is that I don't know about you guys, but I'm 34 and I need therapy. And I know that Marsha is not a therapist. I am fully aware. And I'm an educator, so I understand mental health, but I'm not going to therapy because I'm not ready. But I do feel I feel called that this is for me in my life, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Like I feel very called to the things that I'm going to learn with Marsha are going to be things that like I can't teach myself, or at least maybe it's already been there, but I need some help. So we're going to start with hopefully like meditation, grounding, intuitive stuff, because I know that's definitely there, and some like empathic stuff that makes me crazy, but I don't know. I'm really excited. So think about it. Just think about it. You can cut some money out. I'm just not going to go to Hyper 3 times a week and I'll be fine.
That's true. No, you got a point. Thank you for that plug, Kelsey. I appreciate it. But for real, this circle may be enough. It may be enough for you. That's fine too. Like I just asked, how best can I serve? And this is one of the things that I was seeing is that I need to get people together. And then I hem and hawed about, should this cost money? Should this? And I'm like, nah, I feel if you want to be able to support me, whether it be referring people to me or making some kind of contribution, cool. Or maybe it's just your presence is present enough. I agree. It is what it is. Like, I just want you all to know that I want to be here to support. My heart really is in a place where I just want everyone to feel that sense of joy, peace, love, and support. So however I can do it, I will.
Yay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And same time next week, unless something comes up for me, but usually Mondays are good. Again, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. I'm going to try to send an email. If you're not already on my list for this, if you go to maybe I can just post it here. 1 second. There's a Google form that would be great if you could fill out the wrong profile. Oh, darn it. Hold on. You guys see my screen right now? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't care. All right. If you fill out the Google form, then I'll have your information to make sure that it's always every week's going to be different. And I want to send something out letting you know, hey, this week's this. And I also want to start having a hot seat for people to be able to ask questions, whether it be something personal or something that can be more collective. I think just having that a little mini soul strategy hot seat. I'm sure I'm going to call it something else. I just haven't figured out what that is yet. All right. I'm getting there. All right. It's right. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see this in the chat. Oh, that's not it. Just kidding. But I don't know why.
Oh, in the chat.
Let's see. Copy. If you can't get it, just let me know and I'll send it to you. But I'm going to put it in the chat anyway. But if you're like, there's a chat. Okay. There.
Oh, perfect.
There it is.
Is this
So-
the one that you emailed earlier? The short form?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I filled it out already.
Excellent. That's all I require, just so I can harass you every time before Monday gets here and be like, hey, don't forget. All right. And maybe some other cool things. I don't know. I'm an ideas person, so I'm going to come up with all kinds of stuff. I'm sure it's just going to evolve and things like that. But the one thing I don't want is for this to be forgotten and for this to be something that doesn't continue. I really want to continue this, however it may look. And I just feel like we get more people, then I'll have to probably come up with different ways. Anyway, it's not your problem. You just show up. I'll do the rest. All right. Much love to all of you. Have the most fantastic evening. Appreciate you all being here. And,
We
Thank
appreciate you.
Thank
yeah.
you.
And sweet dreams.
It was wonderful. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.